Give us an update on the man behind you.
He's going to see the doctor today, and hopefully he'll, that'll come out well. We don't know yet. So it's a wrist injury, and but we won't know the extent until he gets to the doctor.
Any other?
The only other one was William Ford. Got a pretty bad ankle sprain, so he'll probably be out for an extended period.
Injury to a running back. We'll figure.
Isn't that shocking?
Yeah.
So picking up on that point, any idea what's happening with Corey Boyd?
Corey Boyd's cleared to practice, so he'll be a full go this week, and we'll see how he does. And if something happens there, then we have a contingency plan that we'll work toward, and at that point, there'll be veteran players available and that kind of thing. So obviously, it's an area that's been it's been an issue for us with some injuries that have happened, and that's the way it goes. But fortunately, we do have the two Canadian guys that can function.
And Brian Crawford, you had to be pleased with what you saw from him yesterday.
Yeah, he's good. He was solid. He struggles a bit in pass protection, but if it comes down to it, we want to let Andre work at the other position, but Andre can always move to play in that spot too. So it's not like we have Ryan Christian coming back, who's also a tailback. So we have there's a lot of options in there that people, that we just have to get these guys back on the field and healthy, and our team and see where we're at.
You've been concentrating a lot from our end on the offense, quarterback to this sort of thing, but the defense came to play yesterday, and the defense here has always been nothing short of solid. What do you think of the play as a whole yesterday?
The most exciting thing was I went through looking for loafs, and guys are flying around, and when a guy's being tackled out on the edge, there's 6, 7, 8 blue helmets around him, and that's what you have to be successful is a passion against the football. And so I was excited about that. I thought that up front our guys played very well, very hard. It was an all-around solid effort by those guys.
Why has there been the continuation, do you think? I know the talent's there, but these guys have played for several different coordinators over the years, head coaches, but it seems to have been a constant. The guys who've been here that steady play, is that a talent thing?
I think they believe in themselves, and they believe that they can be good, and I think that they're adapting well to this coaching staff and some of the different things that they're asking me to do. So but it comes back to there's a strong core of players, and that goes back to Adam Rita and what he's done in terms of setting this thing up.
When you look at the running back position, do you see this as sort of a committee of running backs, maybe more? I mean, obviously Jamal Robertson in past years has been the go-to guy here, but if everybody's healthy, do you see this as sort of a committee of maybe 3, 4 guys who see a lot of the ball?
Well, that's possible. Obviously, we want to see Corey Boyd go, and the roster only allows you one import running back. So, if it was Jamal Robertson, it would be Jamal Robertson. If it's Corey Boyd, it would be Corey Boyd. And we feel Corey's, the things he does suit our offense very, very well. So can he stay healthy? Those are all the questions you don't know when a veteran chooses not to come back. The one thing you know about a veteran is that he's going to be there, and about the injury thing. With rookies, you never know that. That's the big gamble you take.
Your thoughts on Denate Hurd? He did yesterday, both on defense and fielding some punch too.
He plays hard. He loves to play the game, and he's one of those guys that players around him, I think, like playing with, and he gives everything he has, and I thought he accounted himself very well.
Is he a guy you targeted at some point, or how did that come about, his acquisition?
Well, he's a guy that I knew from when he went to Saskatchewan, and he's a very fast guy, and when we had Devontae Edwards, we lost him. We felt like we needed a guy like that, and that's where Denate came in.
And do you see punt returns as definitely being a spot for him then?
Possibly. We still want to see Ryan Christian do that, and we think Ryan Christian, has a chance to be real good back there too. So, and Carl Berman is another guy that had a hamstring problem, couldn't go yesterday, that we'd like to see. returning punt. So there's still some other options there. So we'll see what happens.
Every week, every first weekend of every May, you guys sit down and choose the best of the Canadian football players available. I'm just wondering if you have any thoughts on what Waterloo did today with the football program, Jim?
I don't even know whether
They suspended their program for a year, the entire
did.
football program. Yeah.
Wow, Dennis McPhee is a great coach, and that's sad. But I don't know enough about the whole situation. But
Well, let me ask you this: when you take a year from a guy's development at that age, it's crucial.
Yeah, it really is. It's tough. That's Mike Warner. Mike Warner, we'd love to have him go back and play a year. Now he's going to go back and not get a chance to play and develop as a player, and that's sad.
Anything else you saw from the tape yesterday that you may have didn't like on the offense?
Well, offensively, we have to catch the ball better. It's obvious. I think our receiver just the first time you have live contact with receivers, and they had the same problem on their side of the ball. It's the first time you're getting hit, so the concentration level changes, and they have to get used to that. So it was like all exhibition games are, and that's where our improvement needs to come. I thought our offensive line accounted itself very well. We had, a few breakdowns, but for the most part, I thought they did a nice job. We need to run the ball better, and some of that comes with young quarterbacks who haven't learned how to, run the zone read and do some of those things. So they'll get better as time goes. So we have areas we've got targeted that we need to get better at, and we're excited about getting